Tyler. I decided in 2020 I want to try more new things. I've been in radio my entire adult life and I don't have a lot of other useful skills, so I want to learn new things, try new things, and thanks to Adelphia Seafood for humoring me and giving me the chance to learn to make sushi. Also, I'm going to try a particular seafood I've never tried before, so stay tuned for that as well. Alright, I'm behind the scenes here at Adelphia Seafood where they make their sushi with sushi making master Bill. First, let's talk about the components that make up your superior sushi.
Well, sushi starts with the seasoned rice, and that's actually what sushi means, is seasoned rice. So you start by cooking the rice perfectly every time. In sushi, mainly it's about preparation and consistency. So having everything prepared properly, having everything consistently cut and sized and ready to go for every roll.
Alright.
Today we're going to make a salmon roll, and we're making the salmon using our Norwegian salmon, which is flown in from Norway every day, whole and cut in-house on property. We have our own fish cutters who cut the salmon off the bone literally the day after it was
You can't get fresher unless you're in Norway making your sushi.
Especially, yep. So to do the salmon roll, we have our nori, we have our rice, we have our nori, we have our salmon, asparagus, and avocado. So we're going to take the salmon, we want to cut it into a perfect block so that every roll will get the exact amount of salmon in each roll.
Okay.
As I said, consistency is key. And then to cut the roll, you want it to be nice, perfect sport. So what we found the best way to do is to cut it directly in half.
Okay.
Flip it around, you'll see it's perfectly sized.
Yeah.
Then we cut it in half again. And then each half in half again.
And don't worry, any of the sushi you can hear is not going to be made by me. I'm not a master yet. I'm going to try to make sushi sort of by myself, sort of. I mean, he did slice the salmon for me. I wasn't trusted to do that. This is an expensive piece of meat right here, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, so wetting the fingers. And then gently picking up the rice. I mean, how much do I need 2 handfuls? Is this about right?
That's a good start.
Is that a good start?
Well, yeah, what you had me on hand as well.
Okay. Okay. Oh, like that. Oh no. Okay. And then we want that.
Lay it down nicely.
Okay. And then we
Maneuver the rice.
Massage it. Okay. We're not smushing it. We're massaging the rice. And we're getting it into the corners. Maybe I was being a little too gentle. I was afraid.
It's good enough to roll.
It's good enough.
So we're going to sprinkle it.
Which is not good enough for you guys. It's just good enough for me right now. Okay, so next we're sprinkling.
Okay is not okay?
Okay is not okay.
Sprinkle a little bit of the toasted seeds on it.
See if I can even do this. Woo. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Alright.
Alright, now if our hands are dry, we're going to pick up the nori and flip it over.
I mean, they're dry-ish.
That's fine.
Okay.
Should be fine.
I'm flipping it.
There you go.
Just like making a pancake, but not really. Okay.
Now we're going to put the avocado on first.
Okay.
And there's sort of a instruction that you want to try and straighten that out as you put it on the nori.
What does that mean?
So as you put it on, just sort of straighten it.
Okay.
So because we want everything to be straight across.
Okay. And down there, like on the bottom third, kind of.
Yes, well, that's another thing that as you're rolling sushi, people get comfortable. I know some people that line it up and they like it in the middle. Oh. I actually like mine closer to the edge.
Because it makes it easier for you to roll it?
It makes it easier for me to roll.
Okay, I can see that.
So, but different rollers have different techniques.
Okay.
Now, the salmon will go on top of the asparagus. Or on top of the avocado.
He does know what asparagus is, I swear. Okay.
And then the asparagus, you're gonna flip those. You're gonna flip these so that the thinner parts are together.
Okay.
And the thicker parts go towards the outside.
Makes
Again,
sense.
to try to make a consistent
and then
bite.
And it's also going to be prettier, maybe. Is that, what do you think?
That's perfect.
Oh, where did you come from, Rice? I don't know. Okay.
All right, now when you're gonna roll it, you're gonna use your fingers to hold the asparagus down while using your thumbs to flip and roll it in. So you're going to wet your thumbs because you're going to be dealing with the rice. Thumbs only.
Thumbs in the pool. Okay.
And then hold on to the asparagus and roll with the thumbs.
I'm so scared. Okay.
Once you get over, make sure you're tucking that nori in.
Tuck, tuck, tuck.
And continue to roll it so that now, oops, I'm going to just tuck this,
Okay.
tuck that, and now that nori is going to stick to that rice as you finish the roll.
Gotcha. This is not as pretty as yours. All right.
A little bit more. All right.
All right. And
Now
now
we're going to grab our mat.
sushi mat. Sushi mat. Okay.
We're going to try to apply gentle pressure across the entire roll. And I like to, my technique is to kind of drag my hands out.
Like from the center
But
out.
some people just, you can just squish it, but whatever you're comfortable with or
All
whatever.
right. Again, massaging.
All right, let's take a look at it.
All right.
Looks
It
good.
doesn't look
Let's
horrible.
roll it over so we
Okay.
can round out that square end. And this is where you'll see if the roll, there's a little bit of separation there.
I destroyed it.
But it should be okay.
It should still taste good. And now we get to the truly fun part, the part where I get to taste my creation. And Bill was telling me that there are a lot of ways to customize your sushi after you buy it. So what do we have here?
All right, we've developed 3 different crunchies that are very popular in sushi right now. So we have our seasoned crunchy, which is kind of a basic crunchy that goes with most rolls. We have our Old Bay crunchies, which is the panko crunchies with a little bit Old Bay seasoning in there. Goes very well with the Baltimore roll, the shrimp roll. We have our wasabi crunchies, and that's the panko breading with the wasabi mixed in there as well.
Yeah.
That can turn your roll from a spicy plain roll to like a spicy roll.
Yeah.
It pairs very well with the honey wasabi sauce. Goes with the tuna roll. The shrimp roll is very good with it, things like that.
Okay, so what would you do?
Right.
This particular
So
roll?
for our salmon roll, I think we should turn our salmon roll into a spicy salmon roll by adding our spicy boom boom sauce to
All
it.
right, I love that name, Spicy Boom Boom. That's a lot. Can I handle that?
Do you like spicy?
I have a tolerance. I have a tolerance.
Let's do the spicy sauce and a little bit of seasoned crunchies.
Woo!
Let's see how you like that.
Okay. That is really good. I'm sorry to talk with my mouth full, but
Now it's cut loose, so all you have to do is take it and slurp it down.
okay. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm very brave letting you watch me do this. Slurp. I don't even like the word slurp. Okay. That was more than a couple chews. I do realize this.
Well, the Virginias are a little bit of a larger oyster, yes.
I guess you have to learn how to not chew your food after you've taught yourself to chew your food for this long.
The more you chew it, the more you get to appreciate the flavor.
Yeah, that was good. And I was surprised at how tender it was. Like, I was expecting it to be hard to chew through it.
No, unlike like clams, you think of them to be chewy and things like that. People think that the oysters might be the same way, but they're not. They're super tender, especially when
maybe that's where my brain was going because, you know, I grew up eating clam chowder. Without the clams, I'd end up picking out the clams sometimes. I mean, I'll eat them now as an adult. But
so the Martha's Vineyard is a little bit more delicate, a little bit tougher, and the shell's thin, so you have to be very careful when you're shucking it. So you have to really get in there and get that hinge and get it open on the sweet spot.
It's unhinged now. All right.
This is a much smaller oyster.
So it is.
All right. It's been cut loose from the shell, so it is ready to go as well.
All right.
That one's going to be a little heavier salinity to it.
Okay.
And the meat, as I said, hopefully will have that grassy kind of flavor.
All right. Grass-fed oyster time. Yeah, I definitely get the grass. And it is saltier, much saltier.
Yes.
Yeah. Boy, if I had to pick one, I do like the salty.
There are hundreds of types of oysters that are out there, and again, they all vary slightly between, like I said, the level of salinity and then the flavor of the meat.
This first try at Tuesday is going to be pretty hard to beat thanks to Adelphia Seafood and the extremely knowledgeable bill. I'm leaving a huge sushi fan, knowing that they've got the best sushi in town right here, and also realizing I like oysters. So yeah, definitely think Adelphia Seafood for your Valentine's Day meal, or, you know, any meal. Really, yeah, I read this week that couples that consume 2 or more portions of seafood a week have 21% more fun times, if you know what I mean. From Adelphia Seafood, it's Leah Tyler.